Okay, hi everyone. I'm now going to show you how to run this particular file that is linked to Python. So before you start running the file, you need to go in, look for your Anaconda prompt, right, and type TABPY. Okay, press enter, and it's going to run. Okay, the reason why we do that is because in some cases where you don't link the files or you don't run this in the background, you find that you get error messages um, when you try to link it to Tableau. So don't close it. Just don't close it. Just put a minimize it. Put it in the background. It's fine. Okay. So I actually minimized it here. Now I'm going to open a file. Press open, and only then okay, it will actually prompt you. There's some extensions that's attached to this file. Do you want to run the script? Press yes. Okay, so it will execute the Python script, and you notice that it's calculating. Yeah, which is fine. And when you open it, it's this. Okay, what happens sometimes if you forget to actually run your Miniconda in the background or prior to this is all you need to do is to go to help, open up your window again, run it, right? TABPY, run it, and then re-establish connection. So go to Windows, go to Help, go to Settings and Performance, and then manage your extension, and then go in and actually put in your local host um, and your port. Okay, and then test your connection again. Okay, once you successfully test it, um, this should everything should appear. Okay, so just to give you a brief background on what the dataset consists of, firstly is that this is actually a NYC Airbnb New York City dataset. So it gives you basically all the countries, the host ID, everything else related to these properties. In this case, because US, I mean, it's only one city and it's in the United States, it doesn't matter. You don't really need to filter these two areas out. But for maybe a larger data set, this filter would come in useful because then you are talking about maybe various cities in the US, right, which you might want to analyze a bit differently. So we have actually put in all the parameters. So we have actually created the cluster numbers and the clustering algorithm. If you want to do it from scratch, feel free to do so. I've actually given you the link as well at the bottom, so you can actually do the cluster numbers and then clustering algorithm. There is also another calculation that is given, okay, which we have done for you. So edit this, okay. This, if I were to show you the calculations, this is actually based on um, your zip code, but it's actually a Python script. So we have actually put in the Python script here under your calculated fields clustering, okay. And so if you notice that if you forget to actually connect to the Python part, okay, you'll notice that this actually will um, turn up as red, meaning you can't kind of run this particular script, and that's what matters most because this is actually the script that actually defines your clustering. So what do I mean by that? If you look at this, there are various clustering algorithms that we have input here. So there's k-means, and then there's mini-match means and affinity propagation. We have so far covered k-means. You can actually explore the rest, but what it does is basically just gives you the ability to kind of yep. And what happens to this is because I accidentally closed the mini conda just now. So okay, let me rerun this again. Okay, and of course, just establish connection again. Right. Okay, should be fine now. Okay, so like what I mentioned, sorry, you can actually define the number of sets or clusters in this case. Okay, there is no hard and fast rule. What makes sense, I think. Um, so you can actually just explore. and I hope that helps you in terms of how we can actually tie Python to Tableau.